I'm Tony.
And I'm Bryony. And this is the sail that made me captain, a solo sailor, and a reminder that dreams often require courage. It's caught on that. Ah! Pan, 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 pan. We have a medical emergency on board and our captain is seriously injured. We're on our own. I'm trying really hard to be brave. Good morning!
Good morning.
Daniel's not prepared for this, I've caught him off guard.
What?
What's the plan, Batman? We've had a day of sleeping, well actually it wasn't much sleeping on anyone's behalf.
Yeah, it was a better night's sleep last night, even though it was a bit rolly in the morning.
Yeah.
So we're going to move because it's rolly in the mornings and throughout the day. So yeah, we're just going to go around the corner. It's 8 miles and apparently is flat calm. Still got the wind obviously because there's no hills here, but we don't like the roll.
No. Look how blue and beautiful it is. I haven't had breakfast yet and I'm hungry. Yep, to port. Starboard even. Clearly, I'm not waking up. Is that another coffee?
It is. Still waking up.
The line's gone out. Now it's just reminded us she is wearing the lucky fish dress. I am. We always catch a fish when she's wearing this dress. Tony's put his peanut butter on toast with the banana, as every other breakfast ever in his lifetime. What have we seen so far?
No idea.
Oh, you're a thing.
Ah, we don't know.
Dolphins. And possibly, is the word you were looking for.
Plastic bag.
Oh, you're so irritating.
Possibly the plastic bag. Or could have been a sunfish. Or aliens. I don't know.
I think you slept too well last night. Good morning. We arrived here yesterday afternoon, looked at the weather. I saw that it's changed quite dramatically. Yeah, so the wind's it's died down now because it is shifting to come straight into here at like 30 knots maybe. So we are going to do a runner, an overnight sail again already, to another island, Ragged Island, which is uninhabited. Does offer good protection from winds from the direction we're coming from. We're off again. Our friends are going to be doing the same. They're on a faster boat and they beat us to Bahamas by about 10 hours. I'm sure they'll beat us to Ragged Island by a good few as well. Hopefully not as many unless something goes very wrong. I should not have said that.
We are on the move. Put the fishing line out. Wind's on the nose. But we are moving.
We're moving. And the wind won't be on the nose the whole way.
No, the wind shifts, so it should be on the beam in a few hours, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Nice speedy sail.
Yes, that's what we're hoping for. And then probably gets quite windy towards the end, but we shall see.
Yeah, another spicy finale.
Hopefully not. And I should not have said that.
Let's catch a fish, Tony. Fish dance! Tony? Tony, don't you dare turn it off. No! Our friends are over there on the horizon. They're gonna beat us.
Why didn't I go on their boat?
Rude! You won't be on our boat in a minute either, you'll be swimming.
I'm joking, we're gonna get fish.
Yeah.
It's just gone past 7 o'clock. The sun is about to set. The wind has only just started picking up. Hopefully we can now start to sail. I've just put the engine in neutral to see if we can. The wind's at 10 knots, but it's not a great angle. So we're hoping it shifts around in the next couple of hours and right on the beam so we can actually make some decent progress. But I'll show you the sunset.
Right, so we are code 2. We'll just take our time to it's caught on that bottom of that line. Let's get 2 lines out. We're going to do first of all is take some of the pressure off this davit that's going to struggle as well. What about a hook? Fish hook, you can try and grab it with?
Yeah.
A bit useless just film.
Oh yeah, if there's anything. So he's tied on anyway with this as well. So we've got a lot of it. Which one's the problem? Pan, 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 pan. This is sailing vessel rhythm, sailing vessel rhythm, sailing vessel rhythm. Our position is 21 degrees, 27 minutes, 33 seconds north, and 74 degrees, 31 minutes, and 30 seconds west. We have a medical emergency on board and our captain is seriously injured. We're requesting Coast Guard assistance and an urgent medical patch. Over. Is anybody out there? Pan, 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 pan. This is sailing vessel rhythm, sailing vessel rhythm, sailing vessel rhythm. Our position is 21 degrees, 27 seconds, 33. No. Our position is 21 degrees, 27 minutes, and 33 seconds north, and 74 degrees, 31 minutes, and 33 seconds west. We have a medical emergency on board and our captain is seriously injured. We're requesting Coast Guard support and an urgent medical patch. Over. We're all alone. We're on our own. So we've got our friends Pat and Bree relaying. I'm just focusing on the sailing on course. We've got no reefs in, so look, Lord, I hope that nothing picks up. Trying really hard to be brave. I've just come up here to check just the course and everything. Mary's down below looking after Tony. Reefing the Genoa is proving a little bit tricky. There must be a jam in the drum, so I need to go up and try and fix that shortly. Navi's just getting hold of the Coast Guards through alternative means, given that radio silence, quite literally, on the radio. And I've put out a call to other wilderness and austere medicine practitioners just for any other ideas on Tony's shoulder, because we've tried a few techniques to get it back in and it won't. He's been given painkillers, obviously. He's had an analgesia. He looks a lot more comfortable than he did, and we've massaged out most of the spasms. But I'm a little bit restricted on what I can give him because I don't want to make him nauseous, and me and Nav have both been feeling really seasick. And this is really tricky with gale force winds on their way. But I'm trying not to make anybody panic. Every time I look at the weather forecast, it says we should be having 28 knots already, and we don't. It's a bit stressful. We've got the Falmouth Centre who have 24/7 support for sailors, or just any contacts to wake up, because obviously they're 4 or 5 hours ahead back in the UK and places, so hopefully someone will wake up. Got in touch with soon, and I can just talk through what I've done so far, what I'm planning, and if they've got any other thoughts. So it's very stressful trying to do everything at once, and I'm not sure I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job of anything. That's not good. The Coast Guard have said we need to turn around and go back to Inagua. Over halfway to, you see me? Yeah, to the Raggeds. Not running a Gale. So now we've had to turn around and go towards where that Gale is coming from. Got current against, so we're going so much slower. So I'm just going to push the boat a little harder than normal whilst not overdoing it to try and keep things safe, because if we go too slow it's going to get more dangerous because we'll be in the worst weather and trying to navigate that last bit through the worst weather. If we go too fast we could be over canvassed and hit problems before that. Yeah, and only save pain meds in case we need to like winch Tony down into a dinghy or something. I've only got one methoxyfluorine, which is penferoxyl or green whistle. There's a lot, so people know it. It's like a gas and air sort of thing. And I'm really torn between using it now, try and get that shoulder in, or saving it in case we need it at the end. The Genoa, we can't just about managing to reef with me and Nav, but pulling with all our might. Obviously where it's we've got a bit stuck or twisted somewhere, we can just about do it. Couldn't sort it out when out on the bar, out on the bow. We pull together, we're just about managing, but it kills. But we are anticipating, yeah, heavy weather. The growing seas hitting straight onto the beam, so it'll get really rolly. Which isn't great when he's only got one arm and having to protect it a lot. Yeah, just trying to stay chill in front of the others and not panic in front of them. But I'm a bit scared. Luckily, those are the connections. I say lucky, there's nothing lucky about this. Connections I have online, it's daytime for them now. I had a few reach out, and a wonderful guy called Obrick, cool. He's from Coron, very experienced, helped again to try different couple of techniques, get the shoulder back in. whilst I was throwing up in the sink every now and then, intermittently. But it didn't work. So the shard is still out. You know, it's nothing that I've not faced before, but I've usually got Tony, who's my rock. My rock is broken. So I've got to find a new one inside me somewhere. Courage. I'm so tired. I feel like I failed in a lot of ways. We've got to get him back before the scale really kicks off. We've got to get back to Nagua, which is like 70 something miles. Feels like a very long way. I can't really give him too much more opiates because it'll make him drowsy and possibly quite nauseous, and if he vomits and has those extra spasms on top doing that, well, his muscles, ligaments and nerves are being stretched already. That could be really damaging. I just can't dose them up enough safely. Clinical judgment, right or wrongly, but yeah. I told Navi it'll be better when everything will feel better when the sun's up. Everything's easier when the sun is up. This has been a very, very long night. Officially been the longest night of my life. I haven't slept yet. Pardon? Pardon? Nothing, we're just sailing, my love. We're doing 6.1 speed over ground directly towards our waypoint with between 16 to 18 knots. Yeah, we're doing alright. Just check that sailboat's past us. Need to slow down. So yeah, I just need to get there and either anchor, that's going to be rolly, or ideally they'll help us into like some sort of berth or something so that we can get Tony to medical attention as soon as possible. So I need to try and do that in daytime. There's a medical centre there, but I don't know really what that means. I don't know how much vlogging I have left in me because I'm so tired. I've not slept in over 30 hours now because I'm pushing the boat a bit, so I've got to kind of be awake and on the ball. Kind of up to 24 knots so far, so not too bad. I'm going to have to put a reef in soon. So yeah, I think this might be the last of the camera talkings to for a bit. I don't know if I said, so our medical patch, because we're a UK registered vessel, should be the Falmouth Centre, which I have 24/7 medics on. We kept asking to be connected to them, and the Coast Guard kept trying, and eventually they just sent us a screenshot that they'd had from Falmouth saying yes, we are aware of this vessel and that they're returning to Renagua. So that was the grand scheme of our medical patch, folks. And it's a good thing we actually do know what we're doing, but you know, they've not clinically assessed. He could have lost vascular. He have compromised vascular access to his arm, and it could be going ischemic. We could be doing something stupid with pain meds, or I don't know, trying to crank it into place with a winch. Obviously we actually do have it under control, but they don't know that. Navi's just making him comfortable again and getting him some more food and water. That'll be it. I can see land. I can see land.